What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of Reddit and checking out the top 5 best and top 5 worst tattoos of Reddit this month. I'm really curious what we're gonna see because usually the best ones impress me and the worst ones leave me speechless. Either way, let's get it. Alright, now this first one with over 14,000 upvotes says my 83-year-old grandma's first tattoo, done by Ashley Nicholas in Tacoma, Washington. And I can see why this has the #1 ranking as it is on an 83-year-old grandma and it is her first tattoo, which is pretty cool. You got a cool ass grandma. However, if we're just looking at the tattoo, I don't necessarily think it's top tier quality. And although 83-year-old skin absolutely is tough to work with, I just think the design here could have been a lot better. The bird itself just seems kind of stale, there's not really a lot of movement, and the line work isn't the greatest. I do think it's kind of funny how you can almost predict what an 83-year-old woman would get. Maybe a bird, maybe some flowers, or their cat. I mean, old women love cats. I mean, that's what my mom got as her first tattoo anyway at 70 years old, was a little red-haired cat. Cute, but again, going back to the technical side of this tattoo, it could be a lot more clean. All the shades are a bit patchy, and again, I know it's old skin, but it could look a lot nicer than it does here. I really just don't know, judging on the tattoo alone, how this could be the #1 spot. But let's check out some of the comments here. Is she going to regret that when she's older? Hilarious. Does she know that tattoos are permanent? She's going to have to carry that for the rest of her life. How about waiting a few years and see if she changes her mind? I don't know if that's a little grim or, I mean, how many years does she have left in her tank? The OP says, she thought I was joking when I said they're addictive, but she's already planning her next one. Which always seems to be the case. They are addictive, and my mom also is planning her next one. It's probably gonna be like a sweet skull or maybe a Jolly Roger flag. Sweet Jesus, does grandma have a sister? Asking for a friend. I mean, it seems like everybody loves grandma, and why not? She finally decided to get her first tattoo after living on this earth for 83 years. Which is pretty rad, and it just goes to show you it's never too late. But let's see who fell to the #2 spot. And this one says by Nisako, who is tattooing out of Osaka, Japan. And my first impressions are, I mean, it fits the body well. I just don't think the quality of work is there. And I know it's probably not taken in the best light, but I do see a lot of patchiness happening in those 2 little pieces in the front above the belly button, and even in the black below the belly button. It just doesn't seem as solid as it should be. And when we zoom into the mandala on her right leg, it doesn't really seem like all those little squares or diamonds in there are identical. They all seem kind of shaky. And I do wonder about the longevity of that tattoo, having all those lines so close together. I just worry that it's gonna turn into a giant black mess. And I'm usually a fan of these well-fitting geometric tattoos that fill up the entire body, but it would have been nice to not have those other tattoos there getting in the way of this cohesive piece. But they're already there, so she's working with what she's got. I mean, it's not bad work by any means. It does just seem a little chaotic. Like, every piece of this body seems like it's a different style. You've got a different style for the stomach, you've got 6 different styles on the arm, and then you've got 2 different mandalas on the leg. And I'm sure there probably is somebody out there that could pull it off, but personally, it just looks like the artist kind of patchwork a bunch of different styles. The line work is incredible everywhere. You sure about that?
You sure about that?
Yeah, somebody says, I guess you didn't zoom in. See, at least somebody else can see it. So even though I have some qualms with this one, I do think it's better than the bird. I'm sorry, Grandma, but you're moving to #2. Let's see what's next. ZZ Boy. I've definitely featured this artist's work before. I absolutely love it, and this is all hand-poked, which makes it that much more impressive. And the photo isn't edited at all. You can clearly see the redness and irritation happening around it, something else that I really do appreciate. The colors are bright and vivid. This thing is hot. And you know what's even crazier is every single time we do a Reddit video, we somehow stumble across ZZ Boy's work, which is just awesome. So that just goes to show you that this artist is always out there putting out some firework and really seems to be a favorite of the Reddit audience. And that goes for me as well. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this one. You guys know I love ZZ Boy's work, so let's move him to that top spot. Up next, we've got one that is titled Medieval City, done by Angie at Aurelia Tattoo Studio in Ljubljana, Slovenia. I think I said that right. But as far as the tattoo itself goes, I gotta say I really like this style. The lines are nice, sharp, and clean. You can clearly read everything that's happening here. And I kinda like what's going on there at the bottom of this tattoo. A little dark, but we could all use a little darkness in our lives. She does seem like she has a really huge head though. Maybe it's just swollen. It's interesting when we circle around this tattoo, how everything just kind of flows well together and it's super cohesive. And it doesn't seem like there's one beginning or end. This almost reminds me of Landon Morgan's work. And if you haven't heard of Landon Morgan, he's been on the channel a few times. Go check him out at Tattoos by Landon on Instagram. I've got my whole back tattooed by him, so I clearly love this style. This is definitely more of a simple version, but still cool nonetheless. I do love the little devil guy there at the bottom with his spear stabbing into that guy's head. It almost looks very childish, but has this dark undertone to it. Remember, you don't have to go crazy and intricate for it to be a well-done tattoo. As long as it's clean, legible, and tells the story, it's cool in my book. The OP mentioned that the sun is probably his favorite part. I'm gonna have to disagree because that's probably my least favorite part. It just doesn't seem like it fits with the rest of the tattoo. It's got these thick, dark areas where everything else is just clean lines. There's just no solid black areas like that anywhere else on the tattoo. Maybe aside from the skull's eyes, but that's appropriate. So I'm gonna have to slide this on up to number 2, just under ZZ Boys. But let's see what's next. All right, this next one is titled Stomach Seraphim, done by Sam Irvine at NT Tattoo in Bangkok. It is marked not safe for work, so we're gonna crop a little bit out of the bottom of this tattoo, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. As far as the tattoo itself goes, it's very unique. I think it is a little messy, but I know stomachs are hard to tattoo. I just think this is lacking a lot of contrast and values. And what I mean by that is all the shades in the wings seem to be all the same tone and shade, and there's no really heavy blacks in the thing, which I think would have helped out a lot, aside from the belly button, which ended up rather patchy. Maybe the artist just doesn't know how to pack solid black. I don't know. But it is a very unique tattoo nonetheless. It is a rather cool design. It's kind of macabre. But when you zoom in, I think it kind of just loses a lot of cleanliness. But it is metal AF. One of the comments says, awesome man, how many sessions was it? And the OP says 2 sessions, 6 hours for the first and 3 hours to finish it up. Yes, it killed. I can believe it. In which somebody replies, 9 hours for that? That's incredible. Which, if we're being honest, it kind of looks like 9 hours worth of work. I really feel like there should have been a lot more, at least 2 full sessions at the very minimum, because I do think this thing is lacking quite a bit. I am curious about that tattoo on his neck though. That thing looks pretty wild. It almost looks like it was done by the same artist. And if that was the case, I wish it were a bit more cohesive. Kind of blend those 2 tattoos together a bit more. So again, I think the design is cool, but I just don't think the execution is all there. So I'm gonna have to slide this up to 1 spot to number 4. So that's Reddit's top upvoted tattoos this month. Let's recap. We had 83-year-old grandma with this little hummingbird tattoo. We had the full body ornamental, the bright and colorful hand-poked crow from ZZ Boy, the medieval line work tattoo, and the wild stomach seraphim tattoo. But let's compare that to how I personally would reorder this top 5. I have ZZ Boy at number 1. I've got the medieval leg tattoo at number 2. At number 3, I've got the full body ornamental. Number 4 with the stomach seraphim tattoo, and I'm sorry Granny, but I've got you at number 5. And again, I'm strictly basing these opinions off the technical side alone. Not necessarily that 83-year-old grandma got a tattoo, because I do think that's pretty cool. But what do you guys think? How would you order these top 5? Did I get it right? Let me know in the comments. All right, before we get into the juicy bad tattoos, I want to take a break and give a shout out to the sponsor of this channel and who makes everything possible, Mad Rabbit. They are a premium tattoo aftercare company that's got something for everyone. Whether you're a tattooer or collector, they've got you covered. So head on over to madrabbit.com, fill up your cart, and make sure to use code PONY20 to save 20% off of your entire order. All right, let's get to it. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna take a peek at the top 5 worst tattoos that Reddit has to offer this month. So let's take a peek at the most upvoted one on the shitty tattoos page, which is this Memento Mori tattoo. And this one's titled, How Am I? Obviously, it's supposed to be Memento Mori. I know how to spell. I've won a couple spelling bees in my past. But aside from that, it's not terrible. I mean, there's definitely some problems here, but I expected a lot worse if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't know why, but the M's are really bothering me in this tattoo. I feel like one of the sides of the M should be a lot thicker. And when we look at the R, all of that's thick, so the font choice is just a little goofy. The OP wrote, I didn't double check the spelling beforehand and caught it right afterwards. It's supposed to be memento, not memento. I'm going back tomorrow to see if they can change the O to E. What do you think? How f***ed am I? Well, good luck changing that O to E. I don't see how that's gonna work out. Even if you try to make it a lowercase e, you're still gonna, it's not gonna work. This is why it's critical to check the spelling before a tattoo. I mean, it comes down to the artist, it comes down to the client. There's 2 people looking at this tattoo before it actually gets inked. So there are several opportunities for you to check the spelling before it's actually finished. This one comment is hilarious. It says, add a tattoo on your other arm that says Carpet Diem. And somebody writes, that's the name of my rug rental startup. That's hilarious. Just get the red spell check, underline squiggly, and call it a day. Yeah, at this point, you really gotta make it into a funny tattoo because there's no way around it, unless you just wanna keep it the way it is and hopefully nobody notices. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what memento means. If it even is a word, maybe moment or time to die, it could be. I'm really not sure. Obviously, I know he was going for memento, and that's a tough fix. Making this into a funny tattoo is probably your best bet. Just kind of leaning into the mistake here. Maybe write a little "see me" up at the top right, like your teachers used to do. I mean, we see a lot of misspellings in the tattoo world already, so this one's not that crazy. I'm kind of hoping number 2 is a little more shocking or a little more fun. Well, let's find out. Oh boy. This one says, I thought it was so funny. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a wild one. I mean, I don't even know if we can show this on the channel. We might get flagged for it being something else. 1 foot in the grave. I mean, the tattoo itself isn't that great, but as far as the humor here, A+. I mean, the tattoo looks kind of old. It makes me wonder if he had the tattoo before he lost his foot. Almost like a bit of foreshadowing. This comment says, finding a positive out of an unfortunate situation is always fun. And I kind of gotta agree. You gotta look at the bright side of life. Be a half glass full kind of guy. Or glass half full kind of person. Whatever it is, as long as there's water in the glass, we're having fun. Do you have footage of the dismemberment? Jesus Christ. So the footage is missing. This whole conversation's hilarious. Wow, I hobbled right into that one, didn't I? Yeah, you seem a bit stumped. I mean, I love these kind of tattoos, even if they're not done so well. I just really enjoy when people have fun with it. Either way, this guy's having a good time. Clearly, you can tell by the comments, you can tell by the tattoo. This one's awesome. I'm gonna slide this one up to number 1 easily. You guys ready for number 3? This one says, my son's ex. Which I feel a little weird talking about somebody else's tattoos that didn't upload it, but here we are. We didn't blur out this face. This is how it was uploaded. The tattoo itself could be better. Definitely not the worst I've seen, but the location is a little scary. A little weird to have an eye right there, especially when it's not done well. Just creepy, I wouldn't know where to look. This comment says, buddy, the eyes aren't the identifying factor here. Well, one of them is. Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's really no need to blur out her eyes. Obviously, she's easily recognizable. You raised this guy. Oh! Damn! Zing! Got the mom on that one. This comment says, it's a shame it didn't work out. And somebody replies, this is how the wedding ceremony goes. Pastor, do you take this woman to be your wife? The groom says, I do. The tattoo says, I do too. I mean, I kind of feel bad for this girl because her ex's mother posted her online to try and get everybody to make fun of her, which is kind of weird. And without knowing the backstory, I mean, we don't know if she had this tattoo prior to the relationship or got it during, so I can't really fault her for wanting to get a tattoo on her face. But just judging the tattoo alone, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I do think it's a little worse than the Memento Mori, so we'll slide her up to 2nd place. And coming in at number 4 are these set of lips that this guy got tattooed on his neck from his wife. Which I'm kind of surprised that this is what's upvoted to the top 5. I expected a little bit more wild and way worse. We've all seen these lips on people's necks. I mean, this isn't that crazy. It's not that bad, although it does look like a baked potato. I mean, these kinds of tattoos have been bad for 20+ years. They've never been a great idea. I mean, at this point, I feel like there's much worse tattoos in the world that we could be talking about on the shitty tattoos of Reddit. But it almost kind of looks like the set of lips on the previous girl we saw. So I'll have to keep this at number 4 out of the worst 5 right now, but I'm curious to see what's next. Please let it be something crazy. Please, 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 please. Again, not that wild. The quality itself doesn't look terrible. I mean, I've seen worse blowouts on the Tattoo Critiques series. You know who you are. But I don't really know what it is. It almost looks like a tree of some sort that's just branching off. Maybe it's their family tree? I don't know. How many aunts and uncles slept together in this family? Oh, sorry. I like her nails though. Or his. This almost seems like an at-home tattoo with the quality and where it's at. Some parts look like bubblegum, other parts look like deer antlers, other parts look like a tree. Yeah, there's like a bunch of roots going on at the bottom. I don't really know. Looks like they were going for that like cyber sigilism type style that I don't know anything about, but looks like they failed miserably. This comment says it looks like neo-tribal in the 90s but modern. Color me shocked. And then underneath that, of course, yep, cyber sigilism. Neo-tribal. But neo-tribal generally looks a lot better than this anyway. I like how everybody in the comments is showing off their terrible hand and wrist tattoos, trying to like one-up each other. That's kind of funny. Like this black one on the wrist here that looks like a heart bullet hole kind of thing. Or this blue line tattoo down the center of the hand. I don't know why all these young folks are getting like terrible hand tattoos, but I guess that's just me getting old. There's another one with some tribal peeking down from the wrist with another straight black line right down the middle of the finger that looks like trash. These are definitely worse than the original post though, I would say. You guys, stop getting these terrible tattoos. Invest in something good. It's gonna be there forever and it's on your hand. But I don't know, I don't think it's got the juice to knock out the number 1 spot. So I'm gonna have to place this hand tattoo at number 3 because it's not that bad, but it's not that great either. And honestly, you could probably fix that or cover it up at some point. I'm sure a lot of this is probably gonna fall out. So let's recap these. We had number 1 with a Memento Mori tattoo, number 2 with the 1 foot in the grave tattoo, which I find hilarious, number 3 with the forehead eye tattoo, little strange, nothing too crazy, number 4 with the lips on the neck, pretty common, and number 5 with this cyber sigilism, whatever you want to call it, hand tattoo. But that's where Reddit's got them. I've got them ranked a little differently. At number 1, I've got this hilarious foot tattoo, 1 foot in the grave. That's a hard one to beat. But it's not just because of the body part that it's on or lack thereof. but it's also not that great of a tattoo. Hilarious, just not great. Coming in at number 2, we've got this forehead tattoo. It's just not that appealing. The forehead is a really prominent place, but the tattoo itself, the quality just comes off really amateur. Please guys, if you're gonna get something on your face, make it worthwhile, invest the money to make it look great. It is your face after all. Coming in at number 3, I've placed the Cyber Sigilism hand tattoo. I mean, it could definitely be worse, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like they just got a tattoo for the sake of getting a tattoo. Or they did it themselves. It wouldn't surprise me. Coming in at number 4 is this not so crazy lip tattoo, baked potato, whatever you want to call it. I've got it at number 4. Maybe it's just because I've seen this so many times in the past 20 years that I'm just numb by it, I'm over it. I've just seen it a lot, it's not that crazy. It's not that shitty. And taking the number 5 spot is this Memento Mori tattoo. Again, it's not that terrible of an execution. The spelling error makes it a bad tattoo, but it's still kind of funny. And I also think there's a lot of ways that you can play into this and have a lot of fun with it. Turn it into a funny tattoo. But that's it for this episode, guys. Please let me know what your favorite tattoo was in the best category and what your favorite in the worst category was. And let me know if your top 5 matched up with mine. I'd be curious to know. And I expect a lot better or worse next go around. So guys, keep getting good tattoos and maybe get some bad ones because it makes for better content for myself. I'm just kidding, don't do that. Once again, thanks for watching and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more tattoo content in the future. See y'all next week.